So I have more autonomic testing tomorrow. Well, I have autonomic testing tomorrow. So basically it's the testing that tells if you have a basically postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, what form, or if it's something else like what is it? I forgot what it's called. It's like vertigo or like just things like that. So I'm bringing my e-collar, obviously, because that's like one of the main tools I use, but I've been keeping my medical card and ADA cards and my training company's card all on this because it's just more convenient and easier than having it in my bag. And in my bag I just have the basics. This pocket has like COVID stuff, so sanitizer wipes. I have a blood pressure monitor. I have all my medicine. I have 2 different masks. I have this mask for when I enter the hospital, and this one is like a lighter mask. It's honestly probably not medical grade, but I'm gonna wear that during testing if they require me to wear one during testing, but they may ask me to remove it just so, I don't know, it doesn't affect anything. But honestly, this mask, both of these masks, don't affect my breathing and never had showed oxygen drops or any heart rate problems when I wear my oxygen meter, because I've done that to prove a point to some people. And I don't have it in here, but I'm also going to bring some treats. I have those treats right there, and he can have 4 of them a day. They have like calories in it and stuff, just so if he gets hungry and it's like 2 hours, you know, he has something. I'm probably gonna bring his place cot blanket that I used to, or his place blanket. Basically it's just a place for him where he knows that it's a target to say place, and he'll go to it and he knows to stay on it, just because there's going to be machines and I'm going to be going up and down, and he might try to alert. But if I ask him to place, he won't. He possibly could still alert or try to, but there's that. So I just have that to, you know, reinforce his stay, because I don't know how he's going to react to the machine and everything. And over there I do have his vests, and I'm probably gonna wear his leather, have him wear his leather one, because I have no clue how tired or exhausted I'm going to be after these tests, and I want to have mobility. Lindsay could just chilling in bed. I can't eat any big meals, but I think I'm just not gonna eat at all, because I don't know what they mean by snacking. He's in a kissing mood, but I gotta take a shower. I'm allowed to take a shower, and yeah, so I'm gonna do that. And it is 7:20 right now, so I have to leave at 9:30. Tis the fit. Got my Crocs. Dad dropped me off super early. Can't really see it. See, come. Zeke's on potty. Come. Hospital's right there. I wasn't able to film, but I have spots. It's very obvious. So I'm going to get put on a medication that will lower my heart rate. And I was able to do a clinical study for for neurological disorders, and seeing if you can detect them in blood. So I couldn't post the, or I couldn't even take a video of the tilt table test, but to clarify some things, so there's like there's 3 tests. So you have a sweat test, a breathing test. So you breathe you breathe in and out and you're very relaxed. And then they have you push air, almost like a pulmonary test. And so basically they see what your heart rate does with almost like excessive exercise. That's kind of what you're imitating. And then after that, they do the tilt table after a couple minutes. The whole thing took about an hour and 30 minutes. It wasn't that long. Zeke, he stayed underneath, you know, like the 2 chairs next to the doctor's like computer. He laid under there the whole time. He didn't get up. The doctors were super impressed because the last time they had a dog, they don't think it was a service dog because it jumped onto the tilt table and stayed there until they had to force it to get off. But they thought he was adorable and cute, and even the doctor forgot he was there, so that was pretty funny. So the one thing was really cool was the capsule test, or the sweat test. So basically it was like this circle thing, and it had a capsule, and they would stick it onto your arm, your leg, and the top of your foot, and they would like and your hand, like this part of your hand. And so there was these capsules in them, so it was capsule, and then they put a liquid in it. Like, it was almost like an IV that doesn't go into your skin. That like, it's not injected. It's just like this weird little thing that they just stick on top, and it has like a way to put fluid in it. So basically they put fluid in it, and then they have these like electro thingies that they put on you, over it. So basically what it does is it stimulates the nerves to make you sweat, and then after that they collect your sweat and also see what your like blood vessels do and stuff. So that was really, really cool. I thought it was funny. It tickled, but for some people it can hurt or feel like little needles, but it didn't hurt at all. I thought it was pretty funny. It tickled quite a bit. And the other one reminded me of a pulmonary test. I have asthma, so like I know what those things are. And then the tilt table. So a lot of people think like they're just gonna fling you up. No, that's not how it works. So they lay you down, so you're laying down like this, and they have you relax. They take your blood pressure, and then they slowly tilt you up. I mean, like slowly, like slower than that. And they take your blood pressure and they monitor your heart rate. You also have EKG things stuck on you, so they can monitor your heart rate even more. So I think they stand you up for 10 minutes and then they drop you back down. They slowly drop you back down. And in between that, they're constantly monitoring your blood pressure and your heart rate. And for me, my resting was 68, 67. It was in the 60s. And when they tilted me up, I went all the way up to 130, and it was kind of steady, and there was a lot of blood pooling. And my hands, like right now they look fine, but they were very patchy. Like some of it was red, and then there was like little white speckles everywhere. So it was very obvious that what I had was POTS. Now, the thing is, I knew I had POTS. I've been to 3 different hospitals for neurology and a cardiologist for this, because when I first went to the neurologist, she was like, oh, I totally think this is POTS, but I need to get testing done because we don't have the proper testing here to diagnose you fully. So that's why I went to Evanston Hospital, North Shore, where they have a phenomenal neurologist. I mean, to get to this doctor, it literally took me a year. So obviously he knew what he was doing, and it was just awesome because, you know, it wasn't a doctor saying, oh, it's just in your head, like the previous 2 doctors have said. And the cardiologist I went to, this doctor was like, why did he put you on this? This literally did nothing to your blood pressure, and it probably gave you some more symptoms. So I was taken off Florinef, which is a common medicine used for vagal vessel and POTS, but my blood pressure doesn't change that much because my body is so used to my heart rate being so high. So that's why I get really fatigued and tired. And so then he put me on a medicine called Verapamil. Basically, it's a calcium channel blocker, so it's kind of like a beta blocker, but all it does is relax my blood vessels, so my heart's not constantly flexing and like working so hard to get blood everywhere, so it lowers my heart rate. And it was crazy because today I was like, holy shit, I can't feel my heart. Like I know that sounds weird, but like I could feel my heart, but it wasn't like pounding outside of my chest, and it was so weird. And I was like, is this what it feels like to be normal? But yeah, the tilt table wasn't bad. I mean, it obviously isn't comfortable because, you know, they're kind of inducing your symptoms, and it's also weird because you're not standing, you're kind of just like, it's weird. So it's obviously uncomfortable, but you know, gotta do what I gotta do. So I'm just glad that I finally have a doctor that listens to me. I have new medication that actually kind of may work. I still have 2 weeks to try it. And yeah, I'm finally glad I have answers. Holy cow. So I don't know when I'll be posting more. I've been trying to post more like about Zeke and about me. Mostly right now it's been about my medical stuff, but you know, that's kind of why I have the service dog. So I hope I see you soon.